Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Watson. That's caught by 4. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. It's Watson out of the pistol. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Watson. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
5-9.
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Get set.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
Go.
They'll work now on second and 4. Throwing, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And that's a first down.
Lion.
It will be a gain of 8.
Hey, go Lion. Favorite tight. Hey.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for the Chargers. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. 52 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Hicks.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Watson to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down. To the air again. Watson going deep downfield for Jeudy. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Go.
Throwing now is Herbert. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When it starts bad, there's a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Home to right. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he is going to score. A pick six for the time. Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Now you want. What?
On play action, Goff. He's going to air one out right away. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a two-point try. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Throwing is Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's third down and a few inches. From the gun, it's Purdy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On fourth down, they snap it to Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent.
This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
Bring it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running left, it's McCaffrey. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolf.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll complete this one. It's Deebo Samuel. And he's into the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are back within a point. It's 8-7. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down.
Value 3, value 3. Hey, 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to take a shot down the field.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
At the 60, at the Cougar machine. Buffalo 18, 19, Tiger.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. Oh, trying to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come 2 and in. A touchdown apiece here in the first.
Hey, kill! 4 now.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Go!
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry for David Montgomery. And the defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. And he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
First and 10.
60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Come on!
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good run there. It'll give him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Hold it ready. Hawk 70. Set. Go.
Purdy on 1st down. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. He is in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Hey, 76.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion. But can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air. And I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Giamador Lenore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First and 10. Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Ready? Grab ball 80. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down.
At the 60. At the 60.
On third and long, Purdy to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Maverick!
On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point drop. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Lions call their first time out.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing here is Goff. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred, fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, no. This goes through the end zone. Did he lose it now before crossing the plane? It looks like they say he did. This is the rule that always brings up a lot of debate. This winds up a touchback, a turnover, and the opponents take over at the 20-yard line.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
We go.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Second down and 8. To throw. Pressure there, got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8.
Go.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can.
The speed on display. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers, And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are going to open up the lead to 8. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
We go.
Off to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Goff to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
On first and 10, here's Goff. A hit, and he has lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
Set to go now on first and 10.
Go! Ready?
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to air this one out, and this will be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. On first and 10, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And Giants are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Value one.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They come up for second and 2. One more time for Montgomery. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Now he'll run it. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. They had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Here's first and 10.
Viking 18.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Go.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line. The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and then makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Now Goff. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So a win here for the 49ers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Darnold going to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at them as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had him. He was open. He couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here.